Hi Taurus, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Taurus, this is your love reading starting today on the 21st of October. And I'm beginning with this gorgeous deck, Mystical Wisdom card deck, to just pull you one card as an overall basis for your reading. And then I'm going to move over to another couple of beautiful decks. So just one card here to start off your love reading, Taurus. 21, lucky number 21, so you might be lucky in love, lucky in finance. One card here for Taurus, please. Wow. Oh, wow. So, if you listened to me before, you know that, then welcome back. You know that I speak about unicorns and peacocks. If they show up, there's a soulmate connection to be found. And for the foundation of your reading, we get the actual unicorn card. So it's not just a unicorn that's appearing in another card. It's the actual unicorn. So that's absolutely beautiful to start off your reading. There's a soulmate connection happening. So I'm using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland to get your basic energy. It flipped, but it didn't come out. But it's number 1, new beginnings and manifestation. Very much the magician feeling there. And like, it looks like you're manifesting some love there. It looks like a love heart on the top. My hair looks so red today. Interesting. Okay, so what can we get for Taurus, please? Foundation for Taurus. Oh, a lot of cards wants to like flip, but not really want to come out. Ooh. I ask for 2, you get 3. Beautiful. So, we're going to start with this first one, open up, number 4. It's sort of a magician feel about this as well. I am a bit annoyed that it's so reflective. Is that a tiny bit better, perhaps? Yeah, it's like a magician-y feely, only it's just a woman there instead. So number 4 is all about the heart. Number 4 is all about laying a new foundation. The red border is all about laying a new foundation. And it speaks about opening up here. So I think this is you opening up to this new love coming in, to this new soulmate connection that is happening. If this is an already committed relationship, what I feel is that you're stepping into something. It's like this is almost like an overall for me. It's like you're unzipping the overalls. Like from up here, we sort of take the zipper down to here so that we're opening up to a new version. So, excuse me. If there's any type of renewal in an already existing relationship, this is definitely for you. Yeah, there's a magician feel here. Like just starting to create whatever it is that you want. And it is a love reading, and obviously for your love, it's like you're almost writing a new manual or something, like really putting down what it is that you truly want out of a relationship. And I feel this is both for whether you're single or in a committed relationship. Like, what do you want out of a relationship? Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that it necessarily is everything that you want it to be. So yeah, there's some sort of magician. We can go deeper and find out what's going on there for you. But it's all about opening up, all about like new possibilities, new ways of finding love, new ways of experiencing love is what it feels like. And then we have spread your wings. I love this image. Just look at the image there for a bit. Number 2, all about conversation, communication in relationships. This is like, I love it. It's like the sun or the universe is speaking directly to you. You're on the path, and it sort of doesn't really matter how you walk it, if that makes sense. This is like you tuning in, like you see that beam coming down over your head, and simultaneously you're on that path to the higher planes, like to the higher. And since it's a love reading and it's number 2, which is conversation in relationships, this is like taking it to a higher plane. We're moving it on up. And some of you guys are wearing some sexy boots. I don't know if that is relevant, but they're like leg long boots. It isn't a gender specific message, but I'm tending to lean towards women in this one. I guess it could be drag boots. I'm not judging anybody, so I shouldn't get into it. So what it feels overall with this is that you're starting to get the information, like understanding that, okay, the connection that I need to make is the connection with myself first. So you have that connection coming in over your head there, making that balance between you and your inner being. And that helps you get on the path to the higher plane. And the type of love that's the soulmate connection right there. Rainbow energy. And it's also so beautiful because this sort of, you see this Taurus sign right in there. It's so, like a little hidden Taurus sign in there. So it's so beautiful that it's specifically for you. Yeah, there's something about those boots. Somebody could have really just bought new boots, or just the other day dressed up with those boots, or having those boots on right now, going out, like depending where you're at in the world. There's something with those boots. And I do not know why. Is she dressed like that? So Gwen Stefani shows up in my head due to this clothing that she has on. These little tassels down below, like little Indian, I don't know what to call them. And for some reason I want to say Gwen Stefani. Maybe she's wearing those tassel-y thingies. Is she, though? I don't know what jackets she has, but I don't know if I ever saw her in, maybe I have. I don't know. What comes to mind is Gwen Stefani, so maybe that's very important for some of you guys. And what does that have to do with your love life? Probably nothing. It's just that if that is resonating with you, if there's something about Gwen Stefani for you, recently you watched something with Gwen Stefani, you watched her do a song or whatever, I guess The Voice is coming on soon. Has it already? Maybe, perhaps. And the American version, I need to say. Then just the fact that you've been watching it, this message is for you, okay? Then we have number 5 with teachings. There's that Indian theme again. I love this because you're sitting with a dog next to you. The dog represents loyalty, trustworthiness, friendship, and the unconditional love. Like how a dog just won't ever get upset with you, and it doesn't matter if you're away for like 2 minutes or 2 years. Literally. They might have forgotten a tiny bit about you because they're living very much in the present moment. Number 5 there is all about overcoming obstacles, making a change in your life path. And it's beautiful how this staircase... Wow, I'm almost getting this movie. I am a movie fanatic. Have you not already figured that one out if you listened to me before? Inception. I think it's Inception, where at one stage it looks like the staircase is going up, and in another stage it looks like it's going down, and like whatever. And there's a lot of mirror effects and like with different perspectives. Like how does it look from this aspect? How does it look from this aspect? And it's so interesting because at first, when I looked at those stairs that you're sitting on, at first it looked like they were going upwards. Like we've come, there's been a long climb. And then like I looked at the dog and then looked back at it. And then all of a sudden it looks like those stairs, it's like you're sitting on the top of it almost, and those stairs actually goes downwards. So in terms of your love, in the past, is what I feel, is that you've gone through some stuff that at first it was like really uphill battle. But at the top, at like being like, I don't even know if you sat down saying this is going to be like the greatest climb I've ever done, or like you're going to get through this and there's a certain goal. When there's a conflict or when there's hardship, we rarely have a goal. Like we don't set out the goal to, okay, in 2 years this is going to be over. It's quite interesting when I think about it, because we do that with successes, and it might sound obvious that of course you would do that with successes, and it's just that the negative stuff we treat like it has to run its course by itself. I hope you follow my, like, where I'm going with this. It's like, yeah, if it's success, I can set 2 years, and within 2 years I want to reach this. Within 2 years I want this to happen. But if you like got health issues, or you got bad relationship stuff, or bad finances, or it's not like in all of those areas you set like the goal of 2 years, that in 2 years I'm going to be through with this health scare, or in 2 years I'm going to be over and done with this bad relationship memory, or whatever this is for you. So I think this is when you've just come out when you came out the other end. I feel this is you coming out the other end, and from where you stand now, it's downhill. Like, and you couldn't have made it to this point without the stuff leading up to this point, because we have teach there on the bottom, and it could be a side note that some of you guys really are teachers. Because we have an audience there listening to you. Teachings about like life, teachings about stuff that you figured out along the way that maybe was the hardest thing you had to deal with at one point in your life, and that is now has become, I don't know if it's the easiest thing that you're dealing with right now, but you certainly have overcome it, and perhaps even are talking about it, or even have written a book on the subject and teaching it to other people. This is so significant. Like, we can't talk anymore about love relationships. When we talk about soulmate connections, it's like you have to reach a certain level of your soul's journey before you actually can have another soul's connection when it comes to this type of deep love. So you seem to have sorry. Did I just cough straight into the microphone? I do apologize. Yeah, there's something about making this journey first, and you're completely dressed in purple, so it speaks about this spiritual journey with this beautiful book. It's a very like wise card. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna go deeper with the fairy tarot cards. What else in Taurus love story can we tell them? Something specific. Four of Spring. Be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness. A contented personal life. And this is just picturing two people being very much in love, having a little dance. This is when you met your person. There's so much. I love it, because I was thinking about how this card had a flower in it. It has one flower in this, and how like the journey has led you to this, like to whatever you figured out. One flower, you're talking about a seed, and one flower is in the book. And then leading up to your person, you're standing in the garden of flowers. It's absolutely adorable. So gorgeous. I wanted to focus again. No? Well, you see that all that red and blue and white and what have you. It's just all flowers. And how you're standing in the middle of it, dressed in white. So it's indicating a strong commitment here. Not every person wants to get married. Not every person wants to have that sort of like engagement and stuff. But definitely this is a strong commitment coming in for you. If you're already in a committed relationship, this is something about redoing your vows or something. It's like making that commitment again, like celebrating you as a couple, coming together. 4 again there, yet another 4 there with the heart matter, laying a new foundation, starting over. I see 2 stars. It's so beautiful how 2 stars are coming together. I see them up in the sky here, like 2 beautiful stars. Blue stars coming together, like you were meant to find each other. You even have a beautiful castle there in the back. So maybe this is like your beautiful fairy tale story. Absolutely gorgeous. What else can we tell Taurus about this love relationship? Heal. Yeah. Wow. So rarely do I say this, and I just talked about, I get this Javier. Is that his name? Javier. He's either like Spanish or Italian or something. Also an actor. Get that Javier feeling. Usually I say, and I did say, like there's the soul's journey, like you find yourself first. You've been on this very cool journey to find yourself, and you're finding new versions of you. You're opening up, and you're the things that you had learned in the past is like you're using it now. It's so interesting because usually, like you need to, and not usually, you do have to get to a certain point within yourself, to a certain degree of fullness before you can attract another person that is to a certain degree completely whole themselves. Because when you're battling out those shadow sides of yourself, you just tend to attract another that sort of is just going to highlight those shadow sides for you. And that's what most people do to grow. Other people can really have a beautiful, beautiful love relationship from beginning to end, and then they take out the shadow side somewhere else. Like then health will be their thing, or weight, or finances, or business, or what have you. Like you put it in a theme to deal with your own wholeness, if that makes sense. And this is like, I want to say, this is after coming together. This is after. So we have this soulmate connection. We made this journey, and it's like you're almost completely there within yourself, completely being whole, laying a new foundation, knowing what you're seeking. And having reached this point where you actually meet this person, it's like when you come together, when those 2 stars, those 2 blue stars are coming together. Actually, now when I look at it, it's even more stars. I didn't see that at first. So it just represents it even more. It's so beautiful. As those 2 stars are coming together, more stars are going to start to shine. As you guys are coming together, not until then fully, it's like if you're 98% whole, just play with numbers here. You're 98% whole, and you're going to get to 100. Like you're going to get fully healed after the fact that you meet this person. That's when this card all represents, like that's when the shackles are being broken. Like that's when the chains are just releasing. And it's like the crystalline, I don't know if you're into this, I don't know if you read up about it, like how we're changing from and now I'm not going to think of the name, that the energy that we've been in now, switching over to crystalline energy, like everything is going to be built on a different ground, different energy. And so it's like when you guys come together, there's this crystalline activation happening for you around your heart for sure. And it's like It just comes from underneath. So, wow, the healing that's going to take place when you guys meet, and the healing and the activation of things that's going to happen when you guys get together is just mind-blowing. Really. The card is doing all the talking here almost. I see a portal in the back there, like you step through this portal, you're meeting this person. Number 17 is all about immortality, never-endedness, new beginnings with number 1, and 7 is all about it's time for you to enjoy this new relationship. Reducing it down, we have a number 8, which is all about endless possibility, the infinity sign, so above, so below, like time to manifest this. And this crystalline energy, like that seeps up in into your heart here. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I love how it's like coming underneath. You're starting to bring in the information from up above, being on this very like crystalline path, leading to a higher path. And then this is coming in. It's like then it comes from underneath. It comes from every direction. It's so beautiful. Wow. Is there more information on that crystalline healing thing? More information here, please. Wow. Excuse-moi. Oh, I thought it was one card. It sounded like one card. It acted like one card. It's 3 cards. Holy moly. So, yeah. So it's, wow. It's talking about this unity. This is when you guys get together. So, and it's gonna expand things. So here at first, I only saw those 2 blue stars there, 2 blue stars, and I actually didn't see, but oh, it doesn't show in the, yeah, it does, a tiny bit. Right there by my finger is a star, and if I can find it, right there is another star. So it's like once you get together, there's going to be more stars. If that is representing kids, you know, it can very well be so. But it's like when you guys come together, there's going to be not only the 2 stars of you coming together, but there's going to be you're going to create ripple effect. There's going to be more stars created due to you guys coming together. There's like it's almost like a holy grail situation. Like you're activating this crystalline energy by coming together, and that's going to spread. It's going to spread a lot. And then we're stepping into this unity. They're talking about your unity. And it is a number 5 there, but these are not obstacles anymore. This is just a change, and like a change of life path as you guys come together. How you like sit and talk like side by side with the animal kingdom. The bird is there. The bird is always the messenger for me. Whenever a bird shows up, it's like there's a new message coming in. Unity. On the bottom it says, do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. So yeah, it's like everything you know before in the terms of relationships. And like I said, if you're already in a committed relationship, you're coming together again. You're redoing your vows. It's a new version of you. And like anything you did before, you've been asked to sort of reevaluate it and look at it from a different standpoint. If you're coming in single to this, it's going to be nothing like you ever experienced in your previous relationships, because it's like next level. It's you moved on to higher planes for sure. And then comes Ace of Winter and eight of Winter. And so there's another 8 there. We have 17, which reduces down to an 8. Endless possibilities. And Ace is also a new beginning, but Ace is the highest energy around any situation. So we're dealing with yummy energy right here. I just want to show you because they're so absolutely, they're drop dead gorgeous. So if there was 2 stars leading to 4 stars, you are, I see this as like a wedding gown. You don't have to get married. I just see this like beautiful white gown, and there's so many stars around you now. There's a snowflakes, but I see them as stars. Like more and more stars are being activated and being like brought to the surface due to you coming together. Endless possibilities, infinity sign, meant to be. It's absolutely gorgeous. And Ace of Winter. I just love the little tiger baby. I mean, come on, it's so cute. You want to eat it up. This little fairy, like, look at the swirling of the crystalline energy around this little fairy, that on top of her head, it's like, now you activated it. Now you activated it. It's like this person coming in, bringing it into focus, like adding, it's almost like the person is bringing the crystalline. It's not like you don't have it, but I think that they're going to be the activator of it, and they coming into your life. Now you have it too, and you carry it around and you move it like forward to other people. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to go deeper and find out more about this beauty. It feels like it's equally much about activating things for like the next level of spirituality as it is for, and it is very much what I'm asking for all along, like the awakening path, 5th dimensional relationships and so forth. As it is your love story. So it's so beautiful. I'm going to go deeper and find out more about this. So if you feel like you resonate with this and connect with this and you want more, the link is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Taurus, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye.